Welcome back, folks. I'm still a little bit sick, so another short video for today, but there will be a micro patch tomorrow that unlocks the personal missions. So with this micro patch, you can start grinding your way up to a Stug IV, the T28 concept, the T55A, as well as the Object 260. So fun times ahead. But what really caught my eyes was a contest called the Race to the Stug IV. So basically, if you look at the webpage, you can see that there is a contest for the first 5 players who could unlock the Stug IV and show a picture of their Stug IV within the game to get a premium tank of their choosing or their liking. And that's pretty crazy. So basically, everybody in this top 5 players will choose a Type 59 if they don't already have it. But that's still insane. So you already know from my previous video on the individual missions that the Stug IV is the easiest to get, whereas the Object 260 is the hardest, obviously. But you don't know what mission these are actually featured for the Stug IV. So for today's video, I'll provide you all the missions for the Stug IV, as well as a few tips on how to get to the top 5 place for the free premium tank of their choosing. So a little bit more about the contest. So basically, all you have to do is reach the Stug IV, show a picture of it, and post it within the forums for your free premium tank of your choosing. Now you have to be the first 5 players, which is pretty difficult since there's like 10,000 plus. So good luck. But a Type 59 is up for grabs, and that's pretty crazy. So click on the links below if you want to watch my old video about the individual missions. But for this video, I'll give you all the mission lists for the Stug IV, so basically the easiest missions, and a few tips on how to get to the Stug IV before you drive yourself crazy. So here are the tips. Now, the Type 59 is a legendary tank within the game, and it's overpowered of a premium tank. So basically, here is a screenshot of a Chinese server game with the available Type 59 to be purchased from the gift shop. As you can see, everybody plays a Type 59, mostly everybody, with one asshole platoon with a T14. What a dick. So failed platoon. But you can see how OP this tank is. So here's another picture of the OP Type 59, and if it is available to be purchased in the gift shop, then everybody will play it. So crazy, right? Also OP heat penetration on the WZ111. So you can see that the Chinese server is unbalanced, so to speak. But here is the mission list for the Stug IV. So for light tanks, I won't go through every one of them, so you can pause this video to read every one. The red ones are the ones that need platoons, and that might be a little bit tricky. So you can ask another player to platoon up with you while you're trying to grind out the different missions. But most missions are pretty easy. So missions before mission number 5 or mission number 8 are pretty straightforward, and the rest are fairly decent, not as difficult, but still require some time. So yeah, mostly are pretty much the same, so alright. But for the platoon, that's kind of difficult in my opinion, because you have to have another player who is pretty good at artillery and go on your spots and coordinate, so you have to have communications and other crap. So platoon missions are pretty difficult, but not undoable. So alright, so pause this video if you want to read through everything, but I'm kind of short on time and I'm a little bit sick, so I don't want to talk. So pause this video if you want to read it, but here are the missions. So for heavy tanks, it's basically just damage. Just do damage and damage modules and damage other tanks, and that's pretty much it, which is pretty easy. At the end, you just have to block armor or just block damage with your armor. Pretty simple. Alright. There is one that caught my eyes, which is basically have don't have any modules of your tank be damaged. So what the hell is it? I remember seeing it. Have a damage blah 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 blah. By the end of the oh yeah, here it is. Do not have any damage modules or injured crew of your member on your vehicle. So basically, before the battle ends, use a premium large repair kit and a large medical pack to restore all the modules as well as your crew. So basically that's simple, alright? Simple enough. So resist the urge to use your repair kits and large health packs in the middle of the battle. So that's the interesting one. Alright. And here are the medium tanks. So basically for medium tanks, you just destroy a lot of tanks or cause damage while moving. So there are some missions for destroying heavy tanks. There are some missions for destroying other medium tanks, light tanks, or even tank destroyers. I think one with artillery too. Yep. So basically destroy different types of tank, and that's your medium tanks. Pretty simple, alright? For tank destroyers, you basically have to remain hidden. So they want to focus on tank destroyers, not assault guns like the Jagdpanzer E100. So tank destroyers with armor and no camo rating are kind of difficult at these missions, because some of these missions requires you to remain undetected throughout the whole battle. So play sneaky tank destroyers like Hellcats or German glass cannons like the Rheinmetall Borsig or the Waffenträger Panzer IV, something like that, which is pretty easy. But you still have platoon missions for all of them, including artillery. So alright, but it's pretty simple in my opinion. It's all pretty simple. So basically a few grind with your tank of choice, you can reach it. So alright. And here is artillery, which is basically do damage. Just hit tanks, don't miss. With the mod I showed you, you'll be fine. So everything's cool. So easy. But you still have a platoon mission with artillery. So artillery people don't get to skip out on platoons. So quite alright. But pause this video if you want to read through everything. So it's pretty easy in my opinion. And here are the last tips if you're playing for the Stug IV. Now if you get stuck, move on to another missions. So don't get frustrated, don't over try, just be patient with it, as I'm trying to tell you. So move on to another mission or just take a break, as always. Now try to do both the additional objectives for more tokens. The more tokens you have, the less missions you have to do. So try to achieve 60 tokens for the Stug IV. Each mission will give you 1 token if you do the additional parts. So I don't know how exactly it's going to work out, but there's bickering back and forth. I guess we'll figure that out tomorrow, but try to do all the objectives. Alright? All missions before 7 or number 8 are fairly easy and straightforward, like causing damage or spotting. So they're pretty simple to get through. So try to do them as merely as possible. So do missions up to 7 or 8 for all the tanks before you do the later parts, because the faster you do them, the more tokens you get and the less missions you have to do, obviously. Platoon missions only happen after mission number 10, so don't worry about those until later, obviously, and do the tanks without missions done, obviously. So be aware of the platoon missions. Now you can always platoon with some random people, and a few players will be happy to, so don't be shy to ask for platoons and whatnot. You can always ask me if I'm on, if I want to platoon with you, or if I'm available. Simple enough. But holler at me if you need me, obviously. It's always easier to do all the categories of tanks, all the 5 categories, instead of completing only 4 categories and perfecting every missions from those 4 categories. So the faster and the easier you do these missions to reach the Stug IV, the easier it is for you to reach the top 5 players to get that premium tank of your choosing. So try to do all the categories of tanks. Now, it also requires you to show proof of your Stug IV. So try to have a demo version of Fraps or Action. So there's a lot of game recording software allows you to capture your screen. So you just need that to capture a screenshot of your battle results as well as your name, and just post it onto the forums for your free premium tank of your choosing. Now, there will be other players who might be able to Photoshop your results. So take a lot of pictures, more than one, obviously. So make sure your name is visible, make sure the tank is visible, so not people could duplicate what your results are or what you have on your screen. So that's what I'm trying to say. And always take a break if you're needed. Don't hurt yourself. It's only the top 5 players out of like what, 10,000, 20,000? That's ridiculous. But if you really want to work at it, if you really want not to have a life, go for it. But remember, take a break. You really need a break, all right? Frustrated people performs poorly. So take a break if you need it. And finally, always prioritize your schedule, all right? Remember what's important. Water Tanks is only a game, all right? This contest is always a game. Now, if you don't reach the top 5 players, you still have a chance at a draw for 10 different people from the list of whoever finished this mission within a month to choose a premium tank of their choice. So I don't know if the Type 59 is within that list, but you can still choose a premium tier 8. So still worthwhile. So prioritize your schedule. It's only a game, all right? So I'm still feeling a little bit woozy. I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm sorry this video is a little bit short. I'm rushing through it. So since I want to drink some hot soup and sleep, but god damn it, Wargaming. I'm trying to sleep and rest up. You gave me freaking missions for me to grind for a Type 59. That's crazy. But thank you guys for watching this video, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, if you have questions about individual missions, I'll be happy to answer them. And if you want me to platoon up with you while playing or while grinding, if I'm online and if I'm available, go for it. I'll be happy to. But don't be afraid and don't be shy to ask anybody else to platoon up with you to help you grind throughout these missions. And just remember, only 5 players, alright? Out of 10,000 plus. Something like that. So don't be disappointed. It's like when you have sweepstake lottery or sweepstakes when you're a little kid for some stupid whistle or Game Boy or whatever. So not everybody wins. So try to have fun. In the end, you'll still get a Stug IV. Alright? You still work your way up to a T28 concept. So alright. Don't be disappointed. That's what I'm trying to say. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment below or a question if you want to ask me. But subscribe to my channel for more water tank stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.